Hey everyone, in this video we're taking a look at the Garmin large tube mount designed for use with the Garmin VIRB and the Garmin VIRB Elite. This is Garmin part number 010-11921-07. This can be used as a bicycle mount, it can be used as a handlebar mount, you can use it to mount off of a seat post or even a roll bar. You can actually mount it off of any bar or railing between 3/4 of an inch and 1.5 inches in diameter. Here's what it comes with when you purchase the mount. You have the actual mounting portion that goes around the bar, and the VIRB attaches to the top of this. And then you have these 4 rubber inserts, 2 thin and 2 thick. Those help to fill out the bar a little bit, to give it a little bit more diameter. Also use them to protect the bar. And then you have this threaded knob here, which will attach the mount to the VIRB cradle. So let's take a look at the mounting portion a little bit more closely. This is the part that is going to go around the bar wherever you're going to be putting it. This right here just clamps around the bar. You'll have those rubber inserts in there to fill out the bar if you need them. And then that front part there just falls down in front. That knob there on the front of it is threaded. So once it's around the bar, you will just keep tightening that all the way up until the point where you are not able to move that front part. It's just going to stay closed around the bar. This top part here is what's going to attach to the cradle of the VIRB. So here I have my VIRB. Here I have the cradle on the bottom that's just going to fit right in between there. You want to check and make sure that the hole lines up so you can see right through the center. Then you can take the threaded knob that came with the tube mount, get that in there, tightened up all the way, and this gives you an idea of how this tube mount is going to work. What we're going to do now is get a bar set up here, and we'll show you exactly how to install this. So the first thing you want to do is decide which of those rubber protective pieces you want to use on the bar. This bar that I have here is 7/8 of an inch in diameter, so I am going to use one of the thick ones and one of the thin ones. So I can just nest those inside one another, try and get them centered, and get those there around the bar. So I can hold those in place. Now I am going to want to take my mount, and a good rule of thumb that I've found is you want to try and get the very front of the mount, that front part right there, lined up with the front of the piece of rubber. And what that does is it helps get the mount aligned so that the parts that are gripping the bar most tightly are going to be the parts that have rubber underneath them. So you can see there's a gap right there in the middle in the part where it's not holding the bar real tight. So try and get that lined up as best you can, get that centered on the bar, and then you can just start tightening up that knob by hand and just keep going until it's tightened up all the way. So we'll give that a few more turns here, and I think that is going to do it. All right, so now we have our mount on here, good and tight. Now there's a couple different things that you can do at this point. The easiest and simplest thing to do is to take the cradle that came in the box with your Garmin VIRB, get that onto the top of the mount, take the threaded knob that came with the mount, and get that there into the side, get it angled appropriately how you want it, tighten up that threaded knob all the way, get your VIRB into the cradle, and be on your way. Now this is a very good mount. It's going to serve many of you well. You can make adjustments to it here by loosening that knob. You can remove the VIRB from the cradle without disturbing the mount. You can even rotate the mount if you want. You have that round threaded collar there at the bottom, so you can loosen that up a little bit. Give that mount a turn if you want, and then you can tighten the collar back up again when you're happy with it. So again, that is one option for you, but the mounting components that you have here are compatible with the mounting components that came in the box with your VIRB. So if you so choose, you can use some of the other parts that you have already. For example, you have a piece like this, which is a right angle link. What this is going to do is raise up your VIRB a little bit, and it's also going to turn it 90 degrees. So you can attach that to the bottom part of your mount with the threaded knob. Take the VIRB cradle and one of the other threaded knobs that came in the box with your VIRB. Want to make sure those holes are lined up there. Get that knob threaded through there. Tighten it up. And then get your VIRB secured into place. So again, different combinations that you can come up with. You can still adjust this mount. Just come up with whatever suits you best. So that is a quick look at the Garmin large tube mount.